on tap. Good friend of mine. I wanted him here. He's at the bar. He's the internet star of Wine Library TV. He'll tell us how he's using the internet to make big-time profits. You'll want to watch this when we come back. If you're fed up with the markets, maybe it's time to start a business. Our next guest has become what some folks call an internet celebrity. I call him an internet celebrity. I got a lot of history with this guy. I love this guy. You're going to love him, too. For his web efforts, welcome Gary Vaynerchuk, a.k.a. Gary V of Wine Library, a.k.a. Gary V of Twitter, a.k.a. Gary V of everything.
GaryVaynerchuk.com.
Gary,
I love it.
Listen, let me set this up with you. I met you on another show. We hung out together. I thought it was all about wine. I was like, yeah, kind of interesting.
Sure.
I started doing some homework about you. You are wildly fascinating. Tell us what you do. What's inside here?
The game has changed fundamentally, completely. The way you build brand now in 2009 is so different than the way you built brand even in 2007. And companies, personal brands, products have not wrapped their head around ROI. And I think it's going to be a big year for social media.
ROI what?
ROI, return on investment.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
So
I thought it was some internet term throwing out there.
You know what's so funny? Nothing fancy with what I'm talking about. It's about customer service and content. The fact of the matter is the deliverals, the gatekeepers have changed. You know, Twitter, Facebook, Seismic, these platforms have really annihilated the newspapers, the radio, the television. They've changed the landscape.
And what's genius about your approach and what you're talking about is the distribution cost for the written word, for video word, is zip now. You used to have to print a newspaper or own a television station or a theater chain. Today, you just get out every day and you blog it and get it out there.
And what's even better as an entrepreneur or a personality is you don't have to deal with a middleman or woman that has no concept of what the people want. If I walked into CAA, my agents in Hollywood, a year before I did Wine Library TV, and said, all right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sit in front of a camera, I'm going to drink wine for 25 minutes, and 80,000 people a day on the internet are going to love it. Yeah. They would have kicked me out of the room. So I just went and did it, and that's the fundamental change.
Hold on one second. Don't leave us. We just got this business alert in, folks. Steve Jobs will not take the stage at Macworld this January. Apple stock down about 5% after hours. And of course, guys, this raises concerns about whether he is sick. He had that cancer scare, was able to beat it. At the last Macworld, he appeared really thin, and people were wondering, has his cancer come back?
I mean, heaven forbid, if it has, you want to buy the stock on any weakness at all. I'm not sure I'd buy it until then. This is one of my picks for 2009 that I will get back into, but I mean, I don't like seeing this news. I don't like seeing this
recommending buying a stock on a dip up. Listen.
On a dip.
Here's the issue. You don't buy the stock, not because of any sort of, issues with the cancer. You don't buy the stock because the man has been innovative. He's been the real charge behind innovating.
Apple will carry
Apple.
I think Apple will carry through.
I think there are
you know the company, too. Talk to us.
Be careful here. Where Apple's really sneaky and people haven't wrapped their head around is the apps.
The platform,
The platform that they've created, the amount of money and commerce that's being done in the App Store, which they take about 30% of the action of the innovators, is enormous. People have not totally wrapped their head around what's going on in that platform. All the people I consult for, every product brand or personal brand needs an Apple app, and there's a lot of money being done there.
I don't want to take up all your time on Apple, so back to what you were talking about, your industry. Okay, so you guys are saying, yeah, this is great. You can go online and basically you don't have any interference from anyone else. Sure. You can do your thing. But how do you get the word out there? There are so many blogs. There are so many pages on MySpace and Facebook. I mean, and there's only so much time that I have to spend on there. How do you get your word out?
That's the best part. It comes down to having the chops. If you've got the content, you win. See, everybody always says to me, well, how do you get out there? You know, it's funny. The people that are building brand equity, whether it's products like Zappos or somebody like myself.
Okay, so you got the brand, but how do you get the word? How do you get people to go to your site?
What fundamentally happens is you start looking at platforms. For example, the biggest place I sold my book was on Root.com, right? You have to know the landscape. There's certain people that understand. Listen, Twitter is a huge play. If you're not part of Twitter in 2009 as a human being or as a product or service, you were making a fundamental mistake.
I got to get with it. I'm
on Twitter.
I'm all over Twitter. This is amazing. In a few weeks,
Eric got all over Twitter.
All over Twitter. I love Twitter's. He's right.
Here's what Twitter,
mobile platform.
You know what? Forget about everything else. It comes down to one thing. Do you give a crap about your customer? And these platforms allow you to, and that's what I do and the winning products do, and these platforms are allowing a person-to-person conversation that we've never seen before.
And you are a winning product.
Well, I appreciate that. Now, as long as my New York Jets can be a winning product,
That's right.
I'm gonna be happy.
Big Jet fan.
Yes.
Giant.
No, the Jets got
Giant.
no chance this year.
Be
Guys,
careful.
who's reading here?
Go
On
ahead.
tap,
Next,
we've got trades you should be looking forward to tomorrow.